Welcome back to the Pipe Invitational. We're into round one, heat number 6. Koa Smith taking on Kiron Jabour, Kaimana Henry, and Kaimana Jaquias.
Pitched and a double interference, we both got knocked out. And that happened quite a lot with me and Brock.
As we now watch this one get started, Kaimana Jaquias in these challenging conditions. Our highest score from Robinson earlier at an 8.5 on the day. Kiron trying to slam on the brakes at pipe. Eli Olsen, they've got a pretty solid crew that they get to spar with. This is Kiron's last whip.
Yeah, just trying to find a little cover up there, not to be, so it's not going to be a huge score. Just
started, and during that last replay, Koa Smith got this way.
Yeah, just pulled in and out, sort of in two minds right there. But then going for that, wow, that's a nice little air reverse, milking it all the way through. Maneuvers, well, it's going to be interesting where this fits in, Joe. So we've seen some big scores today, but none from maneuvers. So it's going to be interesting where the judges go with this. Are they going to leave the door open and say, okay, we're going to reward that kind of surfing? Because this is a tricky thing to do out here at Pipeline, especially with not much wind. So Koa, I think there's one maneuver that everyone agrees is scoreable. You see Kaimana taking off a bit too deep right there. Tom Carroll's snap at Pipeline was probably, to me, the only real big turn that's
good parts.
It suits backdoor a little bit better than pipe. That's why we haven't really seen too many massive scores going left.
Kiron looking left on this one, a messy barrel, trying to find his line, but that one's going to take him down. And also on days when you're expecting the swell to pick up, it can just happen at a moment's notice. Meanwhile, Koa Smith now putting himself in a small, tight barrel, but he'll make it. And now he's out. Koa's got some older brothers. This was his last barrel right out front.
Yeah, maybe not Namibia, but a nice little cover up nonetheless.
I mean, just from being a little kid sitting up there with tally-ho bleers and, you know, just always wanting to be in the event. And, you know, it's a dream come true every year. I get to surf the event. And, you know, I really want to make the final. And, you know, that's a hard task in itself. And it's going to be a hard task to...
the Pipeline Masters, really.
As we look at this last exchange, Kiron Jabour looking to punch for the back door. He goes down. Then we saw Koa Smith on the left again.
Yeah, just looking for a little barrel, which he got. So a couple of tubes for...
As we go back to the 70s there. Back to this one. Kaimana Henry, the powerhouse from Maui, packing a huge cavern of backdoor.
What's up on Instagram? Oh, let's have a look. What a messy wave there. Very difficult. Trying to time it, trying to get that right time to pull in. He finally does. Sneaks underneath. You can see that clips him. So what that's done is it probably wiped a bit of speed off that he needed to get up and over that foam ball section. Chandeliers.
For Kaimana Jaquias, pulling down the reverse and then a little forehand slam on the inside section. So Jaquias, a man who's done well in the trials in the past, getting big numbers for big barrels, adapting to the conditions with a big throat tail reverse. Koa Smith's version of that pot's a 4.33.
Pipe specialists, yet they've got all these kind of maneuvers on tap. Let's have a look here as he drives around the section, realizing that there's not much on offer there. Beautiful positioning, and to be able to ride out of that thing nice and clean. Great effort right there from Kaimana Jaquias. Let's have a look, another angle here as he comes off the bottom, belts it, gets a beautiful rotation, grabs the rail, lands backwards, and then it spins around real quick. Hard to hang on to those ones where you get that really quick rotation. And Kaimana Jaquias, not only is he good at Pipeline, he's also good at doing those kind of turns, and as you see Koa here. So a little bit more open face on that one, a little cleaner face, so there's not...
Surfers like Julian Wilson that he got past in Portugal, and then he made the semi-finals at the Pipe Masters coming through the trials. Kaimana Henry searching for something to work with. He's down to third, needing a 3.14.
Manned by guys like Mark Cunningham, Dave Wassel, legends of the lifeguard world as well as legends of the surf world. So again, just kind of bringing notice that if you come to this beach, which is a very famous beach, everyone wants to look at Pipeline, Aokai, Rock Pile, and Waimea Bay. Waimea Bay, always the most famous lifeguard in the world, Eddie Aikau. So again, just want to bring a spotlight to these guys because they are heroes, unsung heroes that have saved more lives than anybody on this beach.
Have to work for one of these surfers. It'll be a split peak. Koa Smith, tiny little barrel, splitting it up with Kiron. Jabour on the right finds an inside corner to slam.
It was a smaller one, no tube ride on offer, but what he did do is a couple of nice little turns. I'm not sure, what's he looking for, 3.67.
Kaimana, Jaquias, and Koa Smith take the top 2 spots to move into the quarterfinals. Heat 7.